Hey everyone! Today, we're going to tackle one of the biggest hurdles for any writer. We're talking about a simple but seriously powerful technique to get you past that final page and write the perfect ending to your screenplay. You know the feeling, right? You have poured everything into this story. The characters are practically breathing, the plot is locked in, and then you get to the very last scene and bam, nothing. Just that blinking cursor on a blank page, almost taunting you. So how on earth do you find the right words to wrap it all up? Okay, so let's jump right in. To understand the solution, we have to agree on a fundamental principle of screenwriting. In your entire script, there are two scenes that do most of the heavy lifting. They're like the two main pillars holding up the whole structure. Now look, of course, every single scene matters, but think about it. If you have a standard 120-scene script, it's scene 1 and scene 120 that really frame the entire experience for the audience. They are literally the bookends of your entire story. Scene 1 is your first impression. It's the promise you make to your audience, setting the tone, the world, the stakes. But scene 120, that's the final memory they walk away with. It's the scene that has to deliver the knockout punch, the ultimate meaning of everything they just watched. So, keeping that in mind, let's really dig into this problem, something I call the final page barrier. It's a very real thing. Just picture this. You're writing, say, an 80-page script. You are on fire. You've just finished page 79. The finish line is right there. You can almost taste it. And yet, that one last page, it suddenly feels like climbing Mount Everest. And what's so frustrating is that you might feel like everything leading up to this point is perfect. Your characters have gone on this incredible journey, the plot is all tied up, but the sheer pressure of concluding it all in one final brilliant scene just creates this paralysis. The stakes feel impossibly high and you just freeze up. So how do you smash through that barrier? How do you conquer that final page? Well, the solution is actually incredibly simple. And believe it or not, it's been hiding in plain sight the entire time, right there at the very beginning of your script. Here's the core idea, plain and simple. The key to unlocking your final scene isn't at the end. It's in your first scene. Your ending is completely, totally, and fundamentally tied to your beginning. And the process is so practical, you can do it right now. Step 1, go back and just reread your opening scene. Step 2, ask yourself this one simple but mind-blowing question. What scene would happen directly before this one? Whatever pops into your head, that's it. Write that scene. That scene you just wrote, that's your new ending. And for the final step, just for fun, put them back to back and see how powerful that connection feels. Now, this isn't just some clever little writing hack. This technique is so effective because it taps into a really deep, structural truth about why stories feel so satisfying to us. I want you to stop thinking of your story as a straight line with a beginning, middle, and end. Instead, think of it like a Mobius strip. You know, that weird loop of paper that only has one side? The end flows seamlessly right back into the beginning. It's a continuous, unbreakable loop. And that's the whole point, isn't it? A truly great story doesn't just stop. It comes full circle. The ending needs to echo the beginning, to show the audience just how far the characters have come, or maybe how some things are just destined to repeat themselves. This technique forces you to create that deep, satisfying loop. There's this amazing way to think about it, that a story is like this infinite power that's always in motion. It doesn't really have a hard start or a hard stop. Your screenplay is just capturing one little piece of a much larger, unending cycle. And that brings us to one last, really crucial thought to chew on as you get to the end of your own story. When you use this method, you're doing more than just writing an ending. You're creating an echo that rings all the way back to the very first page. So ask yourself this, does your final scene just feel like a full stop? Or, by connecting it so powerfully to your first scene, does it feel like both an ending and the promise of a new beginning? Because that's the mark of a story that no one will ever forget.